Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, ẹ káàbọ̀ padà sí orí channel mi. Tó wá yẹ pé ìgbà alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ tí ẹ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa wò mí lélẹ̀, mo kí yín pé ẹ káàbọ̀, ẹ káàbọ̀, ṣọ́kọ̀ òjèpo, ṣé dáadáa lẹ dé, ṣé a bá yín dáadáa. Tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé gbogbo ìgbà tí mo bá drop fídíò lórí channel yìí, lẹ máa ń wo gbogbo fídíò mi. Ẹ mọ̀ bá ṣe ń ṣe, ẹ ṣe gan-an ni. Tó yẹ pé ẹ fi máa ń wo gbogbo fídíò mi, mo wà grateful. Mo dúpẹ́. Anyway, scratch that. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, my name is gbemisinuolaa, and today, I have a lot to say. I would not even lie. I have a lot to say. Like, I want to actually really rant, but that's by the way. But if you're a returning subscriber, my OG, thank you for always watching my videos. You guys, I'm really grateful. It means a lot to me, like a whole lot. You don't even want to know. See, thank you. But we'll come back to that. But today, let's talk about Justice Girl series. Hey God, you people, please, what exactly is going on? If I ever made you watch that series, start that series, or you watch my review or my previous reviews and you're like, I need to watch this movie, I'm sorry. I owe you an apology. I'm really sorry. I'm a Benu. Because what we are watching now, I'm like, what exactly is going on? Like, I'm angry. My head is spinning me. Like, I just sit down and watch the movie and I can't even say anything. Once I'm done, I just stand up and move on with my life. Like, I move on to the next, because I'm like, what exactly is going on here? Do you people think? The truth about it is that when people go through certain situations in life, bless you, when people go through certain situations in life and then they get to a point where they realize their mistakes and then they try to move on, the truth is it doesn't end there for them. Sometimes some people would have to bear the consequences of the mistakes or the actions that they've made or the decisions that they've made several days, several months, several years after they have decided to do the right thing. Do you get? And so that's why I think it's very important that there was one of a movie that my pastor released during Ever After. She was like that people just usually, or movies and stories, you just say, oh, and then they lived happily ever after. But what exactly happened during Ever After? And I think the same is for this series, or the same goes to this series. Because the fact that Ame realized that she was in an abusive relationship and then she stood up to the guy doesn't mean that she had overcome or she has been able to overcome every of our problems. The fact that excuse me, Jite realized that, oh, Sammy wasn't interested in marriage doesn't mean that she was going to just dust herself and then move on with her life till the next perfect or right person comes her way. The fact that I don't even know what facts to use for this one. But the fact that Konsala and Munachi's relationship did not go well, or Munachi ended the relationship eventually, doesn't mean that Konsala was going to come to her right senses immediately, or she wasn't going to come to her right senses at all. Do you understand? So that's what happens. So I think that's where, I don't know, but I'm choosing to see it from that angle. I believe that's where the writers of and producers and directors of these movies, I think that's where they are coming from. And it is also very important because the truth is many of us actually live lives in that way. Many of us go through these certain situations. And so I've been thinking of coming back to review this movie, like keep reviewing this movie, but I've been trying to think of how exactly would I go about it. And then 2 days ago I watched the I can't remember what episode was dropped recently. I don't keep track of the episodes again. I just watch. But the last episode dropped on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Yes, but I watched it on Wednesday. And so because I was so pained, I just decided to rant on my Instagram story. And then I thought I was the only one. Actually, I'm not the only one. So I decided to rant. I'm going to read what I wrote to you, and then I'm also going to read other people's responses, and then that's how this review is going to go. So I have my laptop here. So I said, Justice Girl series been giving me headache. You people, why can't these girls just get rid of Mama Amina? That woman is doing too much. I would never lie. She's beginning to annoy me. In fact, she's already annoying me. I'm like, why would you guys were the ones that employed her. You have every right to actually let her go. So all this drama that she's doing, send her away. I feel like it's Koinsola. Well, it's Koinsola that employed her in the first place, I think. And then Gita is not ready to pay. And myself does not have the money to pay her. So they might as well just mind their business and move on. But then I think that's an issue that Koinsola needs to address, or she needs to work on. She needs to work on pleasing people, or learning not to please people, because it's so bad. Anyway, how and why did Jite miss giving her sister slaps 2 different times? Hey God, Jite's family. See, you guys, firstborns actually really go through a lot. Both either first male or first female, first daughter, first son, you guys, they actually go through a lot. Because I don't know why younger siblings think that they are entitled to collecting money from their siblings. I'm not saying you should not collect money from your siblings, but guess what? If your siblings decide not to give you money, they are not in any way or form or shape wrong. Why? Because they are not responsible for you to a large extent. Your parents are responsible for you. If your siblings decide or sibling decide that they want to take on your responsibilities, or the responsibility of taking care of you, see, you should be grateful to them. It is not their responsibility. They are not meant to. It's not their job description to take care of your everyday need. No, it is your parents job description. And so if you have older or elder siblings, please, I'm not saying you should ask them for money. Ask them for money, but be reasonable about it. It should not be a case of it is only when you need money that you're reaching out to them. They have feelings as well. They have emotions. They are going through a whole lot. There is work, there is relationship for them, there's friendship for them, there is life in general. Do you understand? So you do not just come into their lives, into their DMs, call their phones, and then you're like, oh, I need money. And then the next time they see your call, is for you to ask for money. Guess what? Once they see your call, they just know that it's for money, and then they just give you and they move on. You're not building any relationship with this person. You're not building connections with this person. It's just for money, and they know, and then they move on. And it's not supposed to be. Change your ways if you've been doing that. Anyway, I don't know why Jite missed giving her sister slaps 2 different times. I'm like, why did you not slap her? In fact, if you wanted to slap her and then your mom blocked you, slap your mother. I don't mean to be rude, but yes, she was supposed to have slapped her mom so that her mom said, oh yeah, that will make her brain reset. So no, but for this girl to have done this, I'll say, after she has done, she would have said, mommy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It was this person I wanted to beat. But but deep down, it's actually your mom that you wanted to beat. This is for GT and not for any other person. And so I was like, Ella, you're doing too much, I beg. Someone said, Ella and Munachi's chemistry is on low battery. Me, I said they don't even have battery at all. There's no light. National grid is dead, and then they don't have light to charge. I don't know why both of them are together. Ella is doing too much. I'm coming to that. And then I said identity crisis, low self-esteem. She has a good friend, but that's not enough. She needs help. Ife needs a lot of help. I was thinking and saying that the people in her life, they failed her. And that's Koyin, GT, and Ame. Most especially Koyin. Koyin failed her so much. See, you have younger ones, as long as you're responsible for someone, as long as you have decided to say, okay, I'm going to be taking care of this person, or this person is in my care, you should do it with so much diligence. Do it with all your energy. Do it with everything that you have. So this girl has 3 elder, will I say sisters in quotes, with her, living together, but they do not know. How did 3 of them not know that she has a crush? That she has a crush, or she likes Jay? Like, it doesn't make sense. I mean, how did you not see it? Several times she has called you. Several times she has acted funny. GT, how did you not see it? Coin, how did you not act on the feeling that you had initially when you saw her calling Jay's phone? Like, the 3 of them just failed that girl so much. I wish she could have just gone back to Ibadan to meet her mom or something. But anyway, I'm like, Munache's sister and her husband say get problems. Those 2, they've not told us so much about them. But the scene that showed both of them, I feel like they have so many things that they need to handle and address. Anyway, Ame, first step to her healing is opening up. See, I'm a story is like onion. The more you unwrap, the more you keep unwrapping. Coin, keep laying on the red flag. Oh. Let's all act like you are colorblind. I wonder what will be of your life when your mom is dead. I really don't know why Coin is just all about pleasing her mom. It's sad to see. It is really sad to see. And then she's turning blind eye to everything, every single thing around her, everything about Tomiwa. It is so annoying. Even Jite self that does not know him so much, she could see it. She's like, that hope that this one that his friend coded overdose. That hope he himself is not using drugs. And then she's like, no. And Koyin thought about it as well. She asked him, but that guy na liar. Ah, like just randomly one day go to his house. Don't call him, don't text him, just go to his house and then just see. Body language is another thing that you can look out for. Why was that girl in his house? I can't even remember her name. That one, that story for another day because she's just very stupid. She and her sister, after you went to look for money to do BBL, you got kidnapped. They wanted to use you for ritual. You got back. You were still asking your sister for money to do the same BBL. Show Masha. That's by the way. And I was like, how did all of them even stop going to church? That's another question that we need to ask the not cast, the crew members of this movie. Like, why and how did they stop going to church? What happened? What stopped them from going to church? Well, Konsola was the only one that was deleted. No, I may as well. Okay, I'm his own. We could have said it was issues with Brother Felix. We never seen that one in a long time. We didn't want to see. But Koinsola's issue, her mom, God, I beg. And then I was like, that don't they have other friends in their life? Like, at least, is it just three of you? You don't have other people. At least we know that GTA has another friend. But she doesn't have any other person. It's just these guys and her brother. Coin, I don't think I've ever seen her with any other person. There was one scene where a church member was trying to stop her and talk to her and know how she was doing. She just rushed off. I'm like, why are you rushing off? You will know that you want to come back to this church. Later, people will say, oh, church people are not good people. I left the church for a very long time. They did not check up on me. Hello, they checked up on Koinsola. They looked for a number. She didn't pick. She changed her number. When they saw on the road, she dismissed the sister. Anywho, I was like, I hope we all are learning and not only judging these ladies because the truth is very easy to point fingers at someone else. But I feel like another thing that this movie is meant to do for us is to make us and help us reflect on our lives in general. The kind of friends that we have, the relationship that we are in, the marriage that we are in, the kind of way we respond to people, our parents, outsiders. Do you find satisfaction in pleasing people? Do you want to do, it's all about me, myself, and I? You know what? I'm done with any other person. It's just me, self-love. It's not going to take you anywhere. Anywho, I got responses from people. I was shocked. I was so shocked. I was like, so you people have a lot of things on your mind. So I'm going to read them with you guys, and then we'll also continue this conversation. The first person said, I'm actually too pissed. First of all, I think Iyamina should be out of the series already. Her character is too fake and annoying. Hey, Auntie Ame, hey, Auntie Jite, Auntie Koyin, you know who sent you, man? Who sent you, Iyamina? You are doing too much. I believe that she actually needs to leave the series. It was like GT annoyed me so much in yesterday's episode. You know your mom only cares about how to extort you, and you think it's okay to take advice from her. How exactly? How would you still take advice? The fact that she even went with her mom to see that prophet, I'm like, I thought you were wiser than this. Like, it's so sad to see that there's some people that they have so many, will I say, on the outside they look like they know a lot, they look like they can rugged a lot of things, and then they are wise, they are smart, but looky, there is a baby inside of them that is longing to be heard. And I think that's what is wrong with GT. Anyway, let's not even talk about Koinsola's annoying blindness to the walking red flag she calls her man, all in the name of trying to please her mother. I talk him abi I no talk him. For a fair, the adults around her failed her. Koinsola especially. She's at the age where she needs proper guidance, but all of them keep ignoring her. Please, I beg you guys, if you have teenagers in your life, see, teenagers always feel like, see, I have so many of them watching my video. I feel like I should not say this. But anyway, they always feel like they are now adults. They feel like they know what is best for them. They feel like they have everything in check. They know the right thing. They know what to do, how to do it, who to do it with. But that's not true. That's not true. It's just initial gra. It's just initial gra. You are there to guide them, to put them in check all the time. See, you can allow teenagers do things by themselves, but one thing you should not leave them to is for them to be by themselves. It's for them to make decisions 100% by themselves or on their own. Yes, they'll allow them make decisions by themselves. Oh, what do you want to study in uni? What do you want to do? Oh, are you sure you want to be friends with this person? But be the guide. Be the light that is shining on the path that they are working on. That is why you are in their lives. You might think it's a mistake that you have a teenager in your life, but that's not true. That's not true. And if you do not know how to go about it, find people that you trust, that you know that you can give this teenager to say, okay, I hand this teenager that is in my life over to you. If it's my younger sibling, I hand this person over to you. I trust that you will do a good job with this person better than I'm going to do it. See, one of the greatest gifts that you can ever give a teenager is for them to know Christ. That's one thing you can ever give to them. It's for them to know Christ, because when they know Christ, they know themselves, they understand themselves. And then when they understand themselves, they understand who should be in their inner circle, who they should be friends with. They understand what life is, they understand what purpose is for them. Do you understand? So please, I beg you, if you have teenagers in your life, please, that's one great gift that you don't have to buy them. You can buy them all the best clothes, the best shoes, you can give them money, all you want all the days of your life. Is amazing, it's great. But leading them to Christ and plugging them to the right source, to the right people, is one good thing that you would ever do for them. Trust me, they will never forget. They will never forget. Anyway, see, Ife has already had sex in uni. And if she's not careful, she's going to continue in that path. And then she now has a lot of unlearning to do, a lot of forgiving herself to do, forgiving the adults around her to do. And then now she begins to walk around with those baggage. She grows up to become an adult who has a lot of issues, who has low self-esteem, who thinks that everybody is out to hurt her. And we can always avoid all of those things by pointing them in the right direction from a very young and early age. All right. So for Ame, I think what's going on with her is what most religious people do. Most religious people go through because of fear of their image of righteousness being tainted. They'll rather die in silence than get help. Please, I beg you, if this is you, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. I agree with this, but I also agree with the fact that Ame has never been the type to open up to anyone. She has never been the type to open up to anybody. Not her brother, not her friends, not even herself. Whew. Anyway, so the next person said, this person said, I'm getting tired. She was like, I'm getting tired. I need Munachi to break up with Ella and have a date with Koyin. She said, Koyin should beg him. I'm like, why do you want Koyin to beg him? And then they should elope and she should leave her mother. Withdraw her trust fund and then break up with Tomiwa, or withdraw her trust fund, then break up with Tomiwa, or give her mother back and break up with Tomiwa. I agree with this, but the truth is, if Koinsola ever stands up to her mom, I think she still needs some growing up to do. And then it's the first step to her growing up is she standing up to her mom. So if she should stand up to her mom now and then she breaks up with Tomiwa and then goes right ahead to date what's his name, to date Munachi, it might be nice, but she has a lot of things to let go of. She has a lot of unlearning to do. She has a lot of things. She needs to heal from a lot of things, from a lot of mistakes that she has made, regrets that she had. She needs to let those things go, right? And I don't think Koinsola and Munachi should even. I want them together. I want to ship them so bad, so bad, so bad. But the truth is, I don't think that if Munachi ever breaks up with Ella, I don't think the next step should be for him to go ahead to date Koinsola again. I beg, guy has seen a lot in Koinsola's hand. Let him just heal. Let him focus on his business. That's what he's supposed to be doing now, and not dating Ella. You see that Ella? Ah, what? Before she has even been, I never liked her from the beginning because you can see clearly that someone is in a relationship with another person, but you're still trying so hard to be all around him to make him notice you. Fam, it doesn't like you. Yes, it doesn't like you. Get it into your skull and move on. You will find someone that is better than Munachi for you. That's the truth. I don't know why people believe that. Oh, if I don't, if I let this person go, I'm not going to find a better person. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's just the truth. That's a lie. Because the truth is, when you date someone and you get married to the person, it's like after you get married to the person, you not start seeing other people that are even finer, sweeter. I'm like, why did I not meet this person before I met my husband? But the truth is, you have already made the decision to be with this person forever. And so you will need to keep making this decision over and over and over again. So if you let go, if you had broken up with the person that you were dating, you will find someone better than that person. That's just the truth. That's just life. That's the truth. So I don't know why Ella was just all over Munach. Even now that they are dating, it feels like it's forced. It feels like it's so forced. And then in supermarket, what was that for? Why did she say, "Oh, you're going to get an invite for Munachi and myself"? Auntie, who sent you? Who told you that Munachi wanna get married to you? Anyway, I'm angry. I'm angry. I thought I said Coin needs God to write on the wall to get to for her to get it. I've given up on Coin. No, I'll never lie to you. She was like, she has not given up on Coin. She needs one straight word of K to reset her brain. I said, boy, the person that is going to give her the word of K should work fast though, because this one is going to get married to Tamiwa like tomorrow already. Oh. Like you can see the red flags. You can see the red flags, but you're still going in. It's just like all these Oyinbo people that they used to see that someone is dangerous, but yeah, they still want to explore. Oh my goodness, she said Ella is our worst character. Ella is my worst character as well. And she was like, Gita is her second worst. She said, I don't have best character again at this point. So yeah, when you start analyzing everybody, you think you have best character. You don't. Trust me, you don't. You don't. And I said everybody is broken in the movie. They all need a teaching on identity, and that's the truth. Even Munachi himself is broken in some way. Munachi's sister is broken in some way. Her husband is. Ella is, because if Ella is not broken, she will not be so bent on dating this guy. He's a nice guy. He's a great guy. I get it. I know. I see it. I mean, everybody can see that Munachi is great. Is sweet, but girl, please. There's someone that is better than him out there that is going to do all the things that you want him to do without you asking. That's just the truth. You don't have to say, "Oh, do you have to eat?" And then it's like, you need to eat. And then it's like, "Oh, yes, ma'am, I'm gonna eat." It's like, "Oh, you're like, let's do it." You're like, "No, please." There are people outside that like you, like they will genuinely like you for who you are, and then you will like them back. You fall in love with them. You fall in like, it's so beautiful to see when two people are in love with each other, not when it's one sided. It's not always nice. In the end, it's teaching us Christian values. So I hope Pastor Mildred won't allow her and end up with Tomiwa. I hope so. But the truth is, there are some people that might still end up with people like Tomiwa. Sad, but true. This person said, well said. It's giving me serious headache. The only normal people that are in this movie is Ife's friend and Chite's friend. I totally agree. Those are people that are going through life, but they still understand who they are. They know that bad days come, bad days go. There will be good days eventually. And the fact that you have bad days doesn't mean that you should now hold on to those bad days and say, "Oh, they are not going to be good days anymore." I think those are only the two people in the movie that have life figured out to some extent. It doesn't mean they're not going through a lot. It doesn't mean they're not going through their own fair share of issues. But to a large extent, they understand what they want, they know who they are, and they are working in that light. This person said, as in, but why does everybody not like Munachi and Ella's relationship? I was actually shipping them. Oh. I don't know why people are shipping Munachi and Ella. First of all, there's never any ship in the beginning. To begin with, since the first episode, there was never a ship. Yes, there was never a ship. Because you helped the guy grow his business doesn't mean he's supposed to give you his life. It doesn't mean he's supposed to pay you with marriage, with relationship. The only thing that the guy owes you is thank you. That's the truth. The only thing that the guy owes you is thank you. So don't try to guilt trip the guy because you have helped him and all of those things. Oh, that now means that you should date you. Girl, you could have been dating somebody else while you were growing the business. Did he send you to it? No. Just like since Coin was behaving one kind. I don't think it's a matter of Coin was behaving. That's the thing. I feel like people just think that the next best thing in everybody's life should be relationship. If you're not in a relationship, you are wrong. That's not true. If you are not married, you are wrong. That's not true. There's more to life than being married. I know you will say, oh, it's easier said because I'm married. But the truth is, there's more to life than being married. After you get married, what next? You think life is not going to continue in the marriage? You think you will not work? You think you will not make money in the marriage? You think you will not need to grow in the marriage? So there is more to life than just being married. There's more to life than being in a relationship. That's just the truth. I always tell my friends, I'm like, please, I beg you in the name of God, don't rush into relationship. Oh. Don't rush into marriage. Take your time. See, you have forever to spend with this person. So make the right decision now. So why are you rushing? There's more to your life. God wants you to be at the center of his will for. So why are you rushing? What if he doesn't want you to get married yet? Why are you rushing it? So relationship is great, it's nice, but don't let that be what is defining you. Don't let that be the only thing that is defining you. No. Check it well. People that are doing well in marriage, they are not only doing well in their marriage. Like that's not the only good thing that is happening in their lives. There's work. They are great parents. When you marry, you become a parent too. And parenting is a lot of work. It's a lot of responsibility. So work on every other aspect of your life now, and then relationship will come. It will come. It will follow. It will come. The person that you want will meet you at your best. Don't be like Jite that is all about following Otumba because she wants the money. Money is nice, it's great, but there's more to life than money as well. Money will help a lot. Yes, it will buy you a lot of things that you need. But guess what? It will finish one day. But the people that you have around you, they're not gonna finish one day. Oh, trust me, they're not going to finish. The knowledge that you have gained is not going to finish. Anywho, I've come to the end of this review. I don't know if I actually did a review or I came to rant or I came to advise you people. I don't even know anymore. But anyway, the truth is, don't get tired of the series. This is my 2 cents. Don't get tired of the series. Keep watching because the truth is, this is actually what happens in people's lives. Day to day, every day, real life, this is what happens. The fact that you spoke to someone yesterday to say, oh, I think you should leave that abusive relationship, doesn't mean that they will leave. It doesn't mean that if they eventually leave that one, doesn't mean that they will not get into another abusive relationship. And that's what's happening. That's the truth. That's what's happening with these girls. I'm sure they have a lesson at the end of this movie for each and every one of us. Once again, I'm saying I hope that we're learning from this series and not just judging these girls. Look at Ife, look at the teenagers that you have in your life, the children that you have in your care. They might not even be directly under your care, but you have them around and within you to some extent. Do something for them. Point them to Christ. Buy them a book that you think will change their life. Buy them a gift that you think will change their life. Take them to church with you one day and ask them, how was church? Actually, take them to teens church. Don't leave them in the adults church. Because the truth is, the curriculum that they have for them in the teens church is different from what they have for the adults. In the teens church, they are able to ask questions, they get answers. But in the adult church, once pastor is done preaching, it's done. You move on with your life. If you have questions, you have to find a way to look for pastor, to look for another pastor. You have to go and meet your team lead, your unit head. But in the teens church, these people can actually ask their pastors, their mentors, their instructors' questions, even during the sermon. You see the difference? Anywho, I'm sure they have a lesson for us at the end of the series. So do not stop watching. Keep watching. Oh God, bitch. I'm sorry, I just got a message from. It's almost 7:30. I have a lesson review by 7:30. I have to go now. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I am super happy and I hope that we learned a lot from this video. Please let me know what you learned in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cents in the comment section. I'll be really happy to read from you and to respond to your comments. Thank you so much guys once again for watching my video. Ensure that you give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends, family members, post it on your story, your status. Let everybody come and watch this review and let's know what all of us are thinking together. If we need to reset some people's brains, let's reset it. If we need to pat some people on the back, let's pat them on the back. Ensure that you subscribe to this channel and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.